The following contest scheduled for one fall is your main event. Introducing first from Napa Valley, California, weighing in 225 pounds, the connoisseur, Niles Plonke.
Let me tell you something, you are in for a treat if you've never seen Niles Plonke in a wrestling ring. Not only is he the connoisseur and not only is he a very accomplished winemaker, let me tell you something, the man was trained by legendary Harley Race. But I tell you, whatever airs he might put on as a connoisseur of wine and the finer things in life, wait till you see this man get after it on the mat.
Texas, weighing in at 240 pounds, 100 proof Moonshine Mantell.
And you heard it right out of her mouth. He may be drinking wine over there, but you're looking at 100 proof Moonshine Mantell. This is a rematch 1 year in the making.
From our very first TSW show last December, 1 year later, we're seeing Niles Plonke and Moonshine Mantell back in a TSW ring. Moonshine Mantell has fought fierce battles all over the state of Texas, known as one of the best all-around wrestlers Texas has to offer. And here he is against one of the great wrestlers, bringing kind of an old tradition of old-school mad wrestling. You're going to see that with Plonke here, and no shortage of cut corners with Plonke either.
Well, Plonke offered me one of his rarest Cabernets before the show. I told him I'm working tonight, maybe after, or, just put it in my stocking for this year. But I tell you right now, you can compare their poisons, but you can't compare their styles. Very, very opposites, like you said. You're going to see mat wrestling versus some straight-up brawling, as you can see right now with Moonshine on top.
Yeah, there's a reason why this is our main event here. Moonshine Mantell now taking Niles Plonke to the floor.
And already spilling out to the floor here.
And as I was saying, there is a reason this is our main event, and you will see when you see these guys wrestle, the level of competition here is a cut above when you get in the ring with these two guys.
Well, Plonke is used to stomping grapes and stomping heads in the wrestling ring.
Mantell follows him out now, coming around the corner. Moonshine Mantell sneaking up behind him there, and a big old forearm across the back. And suddenly Plonke knows where he is.
Well, again, that's what I love about TSW. They do not wait. They do not wait for you to get into the ring and let you catch your breath. They don't let the fans catch their breath as the action spills out right here in front of us and this great crowd.
Oh, Plonke now turns it around. A couple of punches there to Mantell. Oh, no.
Oh, and just squashed his own hand like a grape from his vineyard.
That had to dislocate a few knuckles there as he went in for the chop, and then no one was home. And now that's exactly what you would do with the experience and ferocity of Moonshine Mantell. You go straight to work on that hand.
Well, I tell you right now, being trained by the late great Harley Race, you understand the toughness. Harley was one of the toughest men in the entire industry for almost a half a century.
Right up to the very end, the man was, and Plonke there having a head-to-head meeting with that turnbuckle.
And here's something we haven't yet seen before with Plonke going to the top rope.
Wow, Mantell actually was the one on the top rope there.
Forgive me, Mantell, forgive me.
Who came off the top rope. Is that bottle, do you have that bottle out here?
I do not.
Is that what's going on?
I do not, but I'm just, that glass he came out with is so strong, I'm just so enamored.
Wow, contact high, huh?
But that is something that we have not seen before from Mantell here in TSW.
You got to break out all the tactics when you're in the ring with someone like Niles Plonke there, who now goes back to work on the back of the head, the neck area of Moonshine Mantell. And that time he connects with that chop, but it hurts because He nearly broke that hand a minute ago on that corner post.
Well, yeah, he's at a disadvantage right now. He's already has got a self-inflicted, injury that is not only physical, but also maybe his ego is bruised a little bit.
Blocking a snap bear is Mantell, as Plonke was trying to get him back out in the middle of the ring so he could do something like this. That body slam there, and Plonke very proud of himself there, but he better get back to work quickly.
Yeah, lots of power here. You saw that Mantell didn't move after that slam, but he should have taken advantage of it.
We had a pin attempt there of only 2, and we have Mantell working his way back to his feet, kind of pushing Plonke off of him there as he is now worse for wear, and Plonke draping him over that top rope and using lots of pressure there to choke out Mantell.
Well, think about it. If you are Plonke, you're in Texas. You're facing a Texas legend, somebody with a reputation like Mantell. Going into it, how do you take that away from them? You don't. You just have to just do your best, dig deep, and take it to your opponent.
Mantell is unclassy.
And running your mouth is not how you're going to get the job done.
Well, the crowd didn't like that, whatever it was that Plonke is saying to them there, and he goes right back to work on Moonshine Mantell, who's a little dazed by those repeated shots to the head, but no! Not enough that he can't get up in the sky and go airborne.
Great missile drop kick there, seemingly out of nowhere.
Mantell now. Wow, smashing Niles Plonke into the corner. Up on the second rope there. Let's go. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. And the crowd's going to help him count. Plonke is out. Whoa, wow. Just using that foot and drops him right down across that top.
He did not want to stay there much longer. That's where that brawling style of Mantell comes in, with those hard punches. Kick to the kidneys there and into the face.
It's time to stop some grapes.
Oh, no. Here we go. We've seen this before. Plonke says he's going to stomp some grapes, and there he goes. See? It's a grape stomp right there in the middle of the ring, and Plonke stomping grapes.
You never thought that a winemaker would prepare you for the world of professional wrestling, but as you can see, it's paying dividends. And he just stopped Mantell's head like a freaking grape.
Mare gets that position, get him out in the middle of the ring, which is where you want to do things like this, because you don't want Mantell to be able to get to that rope and break the hold there, as Fermin Perez checks in on Mantell, who seems to be holding his own here.
Yeah, but he's not gonna age like wine here. He needs to get this done and get it out of here. This is a main event. Okay.
Did you write down a list of wine references before this match?
No, I'm just good.
You're just good. Okay. All right. You pulled out all the stops for that. All the corks. See, I'm slow. I should have said that. All right. We have Mantell there coming out.
And he just popped the cork on that one.
There we go. With a suplex there of his own, and has Plonke rethinking his strategy a little bit there.
Well, I heard it through the grapevine that he had been preparing for this match.
And how's that?
Well, by making his greatest wine yet.
Oh, really?
So he can celebrate in the ring after his victory.
Our main event here, you see two competitors fighting hard. Mantell delivering punch after punch now. They whip off the ropes there. Up and look at that huge back body drop.
Look at that.
Racked with pain is Niles Plonke as he goes flying up several feet above the ring and lands into the middle of it there, and the spine buster too on top of that.
Well, he calls that the Malbec. Mantell filling the fire here.
Good grief. Mantell at that 1, 2, and no, that's not going to be enough. Niles Plonke, a fighter. Regardless of what you may think about the airs that he puts on as he comes out to the ring, when it gets down to business.
That's right. This is no wine tasting. You're not going to savor it. Get in there and get the job done.
Oh, a huge sit-out powerbomb there. 1, 2, 3. No, I thought he had him.
No, the glass is half empty there.
I thought he had him with that one. He's so close. Good grief. At what point do you say enough is enough and just let the 3 count happen? But Plonke there kicks out right at the last moment, gets that shoulder up just enough to break the count. And we're right back at it here. Up again. Moonshine coming around behind, a couple nice reversals there. Mantell coming into the corner, walks right into that one.
Well, Plonke wants to win. He's had a whole year to think about this match. Again, this is a rematch, a year in the making. Oh! He's had all this time to plot because he wants to go out this year differently.
Plonke, suplex into the bridge, and a count of only 2.
He wants to go out different than he did last year.
If you'll remember, this is a rematch from 1 year ago, the very first TSW show last December. By the way, happy anniversary to Texas Style Wrestling.
Absolutely, and that loss has just stewed within Plonke. He went back to the grapevine. He's sitting there stopping his grapes, imagining that it's Mantell's face, and counting the days till he gets to actually stop the real thing, to avenge himself from that horrible loss 1 year ago today.
Plonke taking his time arguing with the crowd about this here, and now Mantell says no, and it's not happening here. He's trying to snap him over, but Mantell powering out. Look at the power. Oh, good grief, look at that slam. And it's a pin, 1, 2, 3, that is it. Another loss.
Here's your winner by pinfall, Moonshine Mantell.
And unfortunately for Plonke, history has repeated itself.
What a main event we just saw here on Texas Style Wrestling.